Throughout many of classic WoW's countless stories, there is more to be discovered than meets the eye. Treacherous plots, hidden connections, and extra details in general make uncovering the deeper lore of the game an intricate and rewarding process. Today, we are taking a journey to the lands of Kalimdor, where the noble Tauren are seeking answers to rumors of a beast of legend, Arikara, the spirit of vengeance. While Horde players may be somewhat familiar with this story, there are many secrets that I think most players have never considered and are worth examining. As always, thank you for your fun comments and support, and with all that being said, let's get right into it. Adventurers visiting the mighty land of 1,000 Needles are greeted with a harsh landscape filled with dry vegetation, wind-swept canyons, and of course, the Needles themselves. This region, while isolated, is historically the domain of the Tauren, who have multiple outposts here. Recently, rumors have surfaced about a strange egg that has stirred up the native wind serpents, and you are sent to investigate. In a rather dramatic start to a seemingly run-of-the-mill adventure, this is what happens when you turn in the quest. A bright red wind serpent, attacking in a frenzy, is gone with the wind.
If I did not see that with my own eyes, I would never have believed it to be true. Vengeance has come to 1,000 Needles.
After seeking guidance at Whitereach Post, it becomes apparent this legend is known to many Tauren. Motega Firemane explains that to deal with the deadly Arikara, the sacred fire of life must be lit to summon the beast. But he also recommends seeking out somebody who can help in such matters, the Elder Crone Magatha Grimtotem. Magatha is in fact a member of the Grimtotem tribe, which has a controversial history within Tauren culture. The Grimtotem are the only tribe to never have officially joined the Horde, which is why they appear as enemies to both Horde and Alliance players in classic WoW, with strongholds in zones such as Stone Talon Mountains, Verilis, and 1,000 Needles. However, a group of Grimtotem renounced their more aggressive kin and pledged their service to Chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof, earning a place in the capital city of Thunderbluff. Magatha now resides on the Elder Rise, an experienced shaman, though perhaps one that should not be easily trusted. Bringing word to her of the rise of Arikara, Magatha has this to say.
So, Motega Firemane sends word of Arikara. Well now, that is grave news. Arikara is a deadly creature born only to seek vengeance against those who have committed heinous acts. I fear she may be stalking Cairn Bloodhoof. Too much Tauren lore has changed, and I fear this has angered Arikara.
While Magatha does go on to explain how to summon and defeat the Wind Serpent, there is a lot to break down in this conversation, and many theories to consider as to where her loyalties truly lie. The dialogue presented here has this sense of false sincerity, and mentioning the idea of the chieftain being the target is perhaps something of a thinly veiled judgment on his leadership by Magatha. This would be in line with the Grimtotem philosophy. Those who did not join the Horde were cast out for an extreme belief in protecting Tauren territory, and in Cairn's decision to join the coalition, he lost the support of the tribe. While on the surface Magatha is portrayed as a Bloodhoof loyalist in classic WoW, this is just the first case of some sort of resentment hiding below the surface. Moving past this one conversation, Horde players eventually travel to Darkcloud Pinnacle, summon Arikara, and slay the beast, preventing her from completing the mission, whoever the target may have been. Returning to Motega, he has this to say.
This does not make sense. Why would Arikara be after Cairn Bloodhoof? Magatha could not be wrong. She is our most powerful shaman. Regardless, your great deed to the Horde shall not go unnoticed.
It is clear from the end of the quest chain that it appears most Tauren grant a lot of respect to both their chief and the Elder Shaman, and it should be pretty clear by this point that Magatha isn't just wrong, she's pretty much lying. As I mentioned, there are a couple different valid interpretations to what's really going on, and I'll try to present all of them as we go through this web of history. Let's begin with Arikara herself, a wind serpent hatched from a strange egg that is born to seek vengeance on a target. A key distinction here is who actually created Arikara and set up her target. From the Tauren's spiritual perspective, this would be the Earth Mother, their goddess, and under this framework, the creature would be hatched by the will of the Earth Mother to seek out and eliminate someone who, as Magatha says, committed a heinous crime. However, I am hesitant to fully accept this interpretation because we don't really know who or what the Earth Mother is. Compared to many of the other gods in the Warcraft universe, there isn't much direct evidence of a real entity existing, and in a lot of cases it seems this is more of a belief in nature overall that is worshipped as the Earth Mother. There's also nothing tangible in the lore to implicate Cairn in some sort of heresy against nature or his kin. If not by some divine intervention that spawns this beast, then the other leading candidate, in my opinion, is Magatha herself. With knowledge of shamanism and the natural world, likely in addition to some more barbaric rituals of the Grim Totem, and possibly even Forsaken alchemy, I wouldn't be surprised if Magatha was indeed the creator of Arikara. Driven by a hidden desire to usurp Cairn as the leader of the Tauren, it's possible Magatha influenced the hatching of the serpent egg and planned to rationalize the assassination using the legend. There is another tiny hint that supports this theory. In the lower level quest Forsaken Aid that takes place in Thunderbluff, Magatha sends out a messenger to speak with the undead in the pools of vision. The identity of the messenger? A wind serpent. This gives us definitive proof that Magatha has some experience manipulating or even possessing these creatures to do her bidding, which naturally would extend to the life cycle and actions of Arikara. You might be asking, well, why then would Magatha help you out in taking down the creature if she worked so hard to spawn it? Simply put, maintaining her image. With her plan revealed, Magatha would want to keep up her reputation as a loyal shaman, and as such would help adventurers dispose of Arikara, likely working to establish another scheme in the meantime. Let us now consider another intriguing possibility. Revisiting the Earth Mother idea from earlier, it could be possible that there is another target in play, Magatha. Perhaps due to her hidden loyalty to the Grim Totem outcasts, Magatha has drawn the ire of the Earth Mother, having likely been a part of the plan to massacre the peaceful village of Aparahe. Similarly, there is a suspicious amount of evidence that implicates the shaman as an ongoing leader of the Grim Totem at Darkcloud Pinnacle. 3 secret notes can be collected as a part of the quest Grim Totem Spying, in which rogue Forsaken undead are planning a partnership with the Grim Totem. The notes are addressed to somebody known as Agasham, who is never revealed in the lore, though rearranging the letters creates Magasha, which is 1 letter away from our Elder Crone Magatha. So, our 2 likely stories emerge. Either the Earth Mother is taking vengeance upon Magatha and she encourages players to stop it for her own sake, or Magatha is working to eliminate Cairn Bloodhoof through Arikara and is forced to assist adventurers once they learn about the serpent. I personally am a fan of the latter theory, as in Cataclysm and beyond, Magatha is shown to have created another Arikara as her personal companion, but I suppose it's also possible she subverted the will of the Earth Mother and took control of the beast for herself. Either way, I think this is a top-notch story that all Horde players should check out, and it, more than any of the others in Classic WoW, highlights the interesting dynamic between the different factions in Thunderbluff and the treachery of the Crone. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about this questline in Classic WoW, and I'm so excited to see what the summer brings for the channel. Until next time, may the Force be with you.